just feel free to ask any questions of Cameron. He's obviously got all the information about what happened last night. Leave it over to you.
I won't be offended if no one's got anything for me. Shaun's a headline act here, not me.
When did he get to know and what was the
It's sort of been discussed off and on over probably a few months now, and Saturday the phone rang and it was Shaun, and I thought, oh well, he doesn't normally ring you on a Saturday afternoon after a game, and we had a bit of a chat, and he just let me know that his decision was to retire, and then we just spoke about the process moving forward, and how we want to celebrate him as a person he's been, most importantly, and the player he's been in the game, particularly for our club.
Been a lot of legends at this club, for sure.
Yeah, he's up there for sure. On the field, he's a talent that everyone aspires to be like, but off the field, he's been a credit to himself the way in which he's met such a high demand in the community and the corporate sector, and he's been able to manage that and balance out with it, winning a golden boot, playing for his country, and playing so well for so many years.
What do you think, what do you think he's done for rugby league in New Zealand?
I reckon he picked up the baton off the likes of Stacey Jones, and I think he inspired a new generation of kids to play the game, and he inspired a new generation of fans to watch the game. And I think that without a shadow of a doubt is a legacy not many people can leave behind. But Shaun just inspired a country to follow rugby league, and in particular the Warriors, which we're very grateful for, and he'll be remembered by so many different generations, which is a credit to him.
Cameron, was there a particular time that you wanted Shaun to make the decision by?
No, we just left it with Shaun. We're not the thing about the spot that Shaun will leave isn't necessarily one that we need to rush out tomorrow and buy someone. So it wasn't like there was someone on the market or we needed to get someone urgently. So we'll just take a deep breath now, and we've got some good cover in the halves, and Cappy and Webby and I are catching up later this week just to discuss the plan moving forward. So there wasn't like a deadline for that reason.
Last time game was against the Bulldogs.
It's the planning's underway. It'll be a special occasion. We have and we will celebrate his career. For those that are lucky enough to have bought a ticket now, are going to celebrate that career with us in the grandstand, and hopefully he goes out there and puts on a clinic like he's so often done over the years here, and enjoys the moment for what it is. And as a club, we'll certainly make sure that it's well celebrated, and if you're here, you're going to have a pretty awesome night.
What does it mean that you came back, or how fitting is it that you came back to the Warriors to finish off his career after going to Australia for 2 years?
Yeah, I think I think that's the script that was written for him to get back here and wear the colours, and have an amazing, a tough first 12 months when we were in Australia, and then to come back and lead the charge last year like he did, and unfortunately just get pipped at the post for being the best player in the game for the year. It really is a remarkable chapter in his, in his book that no doubt I'm sure he'll write someday, and he deserves to finish in these colours, and he deserves to finish here at Mount Smart Stadium, which he's going to do.
Everyone finished?
Cool, thank you. Perfect.
I had one of the things everyone like, I got an interview with her in January.
So Iron said, calling up Dave Burns every day to talk about her.
Yeah. Well, that's what yeah. Well, that was what I said. I said, ring. I said, they were wrong. They were I just laughed. I said, well, she called twice for it. Straight up. We'll go for that.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you got to put yourself in those positions.
That's fine.
How long we got?
Come back on this one day for a break. Is anybody from Iron to the left? Is it right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. You could surprise me with that. So, yeah. I mean, she has what she had done this week, because she did with the cycling. Well, I guess the cycling now, but what was the last one? Oh, the mountain bike, like she did, like, straight out of it. And that ended up being pretty interesting. She had the best knowledge of that situation. So that was, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, they're all, like what they're doing. Strange ocean.
Someone retired or something.
Andrew, just a word on Shaun, everything he's given to this club and your time being here, just what he means to the club and him announcing his retirement.
Oh, I think he's meant a lot to the club for a long time. Obviously, he's achieved a lot in the game at international level, club level, individual level. But I think the impact he had for our side last year was pretty amazing, and to come back to New Zealand and do it, I think it's really cool. It hasn't worked out exactly how we would have liked this year, which is probably, contributed, I'm sure, in some way to it. But he's just been amazing, yeah. Like, I think how many kids in New Zealand have wanted to grow up being Shaun Johnson, or probably the world, I want to play like him, want to step like him, want to kick like him. So he certainly plays a little bit different now. He probably uses his brains a lot more, and he's very intelligent. But I'm just super proud of him and happy for him, and I just hope we can celebrate him.
Last year, your first year,
Yep.
he played a pivotal role in getting the Warriors.
Definitely.
Did he help you in some sense as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think the halfback helps any coach, really. I ask his opinion, I lean on him. He's done it. He's been around a long time, so he understands it well. So you'd be an idiot not to lean on a guy like Shaun, and he executed it. That was the difference. Like, he didn't just talk about it; he went out and did it every week, and happy for him.
I know that this is not about you, but you did, help in a way, and he credits you with bringing the best out of him, especially in a season like last season. What was it about him that you noticed last season that I guess you could bring the best out of him and get him close to his level?
I just feel like my piece has been really small. The fact is, I just believed in Shaun. I think he was probably close to retiring at the end of the year in Redcliffe. And I was just like, mate, if you want to play and you're happy to play and you're motivated, then you're a halfback. And I think that's the small contribution I made. Like, I think Shaun turned up to day one of pre-season last year, super motivated, looked fit, trained hard, did every session. And you saw the reward. I mean, I think Shaun's attitude changed his defence. Like, he went from this flashy halfback to a guy who was willing to do all the gritty stuff. And I remember getting text messages from his old teammates saying how tough Shaun became. So, it's all Shaun.
The last few weeks, months, what are the conversations you've had with him? Were you giving him any advice on what to do, to come back, retire? What have the conversations been like?
No, I've never certainly never gave him any advice on what he should do. We were constantly chatting about how he was feeling. At times I didn't know how he felt, and that wasn't a poor communication. I think that was more the fact where he was trying to work it out himself, and I certainly never put any pressure on him on what he should do. I just kept asking and checking in with him every now and then, and I think he needed to get back playing to make that decision. He's doing that, so it hasn't been clear for a long time, and I think everyone's been asking a lot of questions for a long time, and I don't think anyone knew the answer, particularly Shaun.
Coach, what has been the reaction from the playing group and the coaching staff to the news?
The playing group were really quite blown away, really, a little bit shocked. I think everyone knew it was going to happen one day, but yeah, they were shocked. I think it rattled a few of them because Shaun's obviously close to a lot of the group. And then I think a few of them were really motivated to celebrate Shaun. And I don't think anyone knows how to react in that moment, but there was certainly a lot of silence as he was speaking, and you could tell the room, you could cut the air with a knife. You knew something was coming. But I thought it was a special moment.
And what does this do for the motivation for the remainder of the season?
Well, if this hadn't happened, we've got a lot to play for. But try and make the NRL finals every year is something huge. But to honour Shaun, we also got Adam leaving, Jazz Tabunga, got other players leaving as well. This group won't be together again. So I think it is added motivation. But a guy who's had such contribution to the Warriors in the game, I think we could certainly do something for him.
What sort of hole does he leave at the club, on the field, in the sheds, and as a figurehead for the club?
Definitely leaves a hole. I mean that's why we value him so much, and that's why we respect him. And but I hope in some capacity he hangs around and still has a contribution and doesn't vanish. That'd be nice, because I feel like he's got a lot to offer still. Might not necessarily be out on the field, but I feel like he's still got a lot to contribute. But it's early days, so we'll just wait and see how that plays out. But he's going to leave a big hole too. But I feel like he could help guide the next generation and make sure that when he leaves, it's not such a big hole. And at the same time, we've got a lot of good halves that a lot of clubs in the NRL would love. So that closes that chapter, and a new one will start.
The idea of you have potential to be a coach?
Oh, I haven't. No, you just asked me just the question about the hole he leaves, and I just think I mentioned at the start that how many kids he's motivated to play rugby league in the world, but particularly New Zealand. So if he's had that big of an impact, I feel like he's got a lot to pass on. So I think it's more about playing now and finishing strong and trying to win, and then we can talk more about that. I mean, I've certainly always joked with him about it and said, you're going to be here one day, and this will be you in the coach's room, and he laughs about it. So, but yeah, it'd be nice.
And about finishing strong, just overall give us a take on where the team's at coming off that first game.
Oh well, we certainly not happy, with the way we played, but we've got to draw a line in the sand, and we've got 4 games out. We've got two final series. This is the first one for the next 4 weeks, and elimination. And even if we win 4, we might not get there, but we're not going to die wondering. We're going to have a crack, and then if we do happen to get there, a new final series starts. So we're motivated. We're not giving up, and I think we're excited for the new challenge. I just don't think it'd be fair on Luke. I think the way he played on the weekend was unbelievable for a first game back. But yeah, I don't think if it was off the back of a 2-week or a 4-week injury, maybe, but such a long-term injury, I don't think that'd be fair on Luke. But if he keeps playing like that, and he played 40 minutes, he's going to play 80 this week in reserve grade. So I think we'll see the improvement in Luke again. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
See you all.
About this cooperation generation sharing mic stands with the rivals.
Unlikely companions. Should have. I was like, I'm just precious in you. So, Steve. Well, maybe he's got some. Yeah. Because I feel like that's probably what happens in the storm, like most weekends, is that they have to do it themselves. Because I remember talking to one guy who does the Belgian reels. He's Kiwi, and he says that he's always the only one there. And when the crew says he's got rocks, he came up like asking us. Oh, they like acting like he was there to like serve the drink. So I was like, oh, where's the press conference room? Where's the press conference room? He was a journalist. And so he gets one-on-one with all the guys. Oh, so you back from
I never left that. So they offered me, I lost the job, they offered me install in February appointment for my class. They even just need to like extend the process of notice, you know? So I didn't do the job. Oh, but kind of a sport. Yeah, it's all right.
I thought you were freelance and just doing picking up news. Oh. Those guys are all like because Daniel works for like the coach. So she had a call, so like and then was they even do radio, but again, the access is their homes, so it's quite
So how's life, David?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You mastered like a long line.
What's that?
You mastered. You're in the master.
No, I'm online, yeah.
Getting through a bit.
Yes, yeah. Well, I went to, I did a bit of
The wind.
Yeah.
Usual junket.
Yeah, it was a section of this year, actually.
Yeah, that was obviously.
Yeah.
There's some.
Yes, I know the job's going all right. You know, give us a bit of sport involved as well. Sharon calling in the island as well. But it's like sport, but there's not a lot of like, you know, two changes to the warriors, so you have stuff.
painkillers and first one, jumping on for at least once every month. So kind of a day like today, it's pretty cool. It's really cool. One of these days I'll do that a couple of times. What I got there. Quite a few, even though the Olympics are on. Kansas City.
Fuck the Olympics, eh? We won a gold, eh? Individual slalom canoeing, eh? Fuck the bro.
Everyone's favourite gyms.
I've got to deal with that after this. Hold on, let me get my breath, bro.
Just done a set or something, didn't
Yeah.
you? Up the stairs.
Yep.
I know there's a few games to go in the season, but congratulations on your career decision. You told your teammates yesterday, came out publicly yesterday. Just can you explain what the last 12, 24 hours has been like for you? Now that it was all official?
It's been a really probably draining 24 hours. You know, a lot went into yesterday, but yeah, feel a heap better now that it's known and committed to the decision, and yeah, just sort of feel like a little bit's gone off my shoulders. You know, like I sort of have known for a little bit, and just about to come out and say it and announce it the way I wanted to. Yeah, feel a whole heap better. Yeah, it's hard. Knew it was going to be. These decisions, you're never obviously going to take lightly, so yeah, a bit goes into it.
You look back at those highlights when you played touch all those years ago to everything that you've achieved in the Warriors team, for another jumper as well. Do you ever think back then this is, how your career would pan out and everything you've achieved in the jerseys you played with?
No, well, if you'd told the kid, before I walked into the doors here that you're going to go on and play, over a couple of hundred games for the club and over 250 in the NRL, no, there's no way. So, to reflect on the journey so far, it's been certainly like sort of, a little bit taken back by it, and even just the flood of messages of support and congratulations and people reaching out, even that's been, to be honest, a little bit overwhelming. So it's funny, like probably, a little bit naive, but just didn't really expect it to sort of be this big, like the response has been crazy. So it's been cool.
And you Webster mentioned that when you told your teammates, some of them were quite shocked. What was that moment like for you? I've seen a couple of clips when you told your teammates. I guess that was tough as well to let them know.
Yes, they like that was the bit I was probably most anxious about, throughout the whole process. But I just kept it short and sweet. Didn't allow myself enough time up there to sort of get too sidetracked from what I was actually trying to say. So it's probably a good thing, like maybe, a few of them were shocked that a couple of them actually thought I was getting up to announce my extension. So that's that was nice to hear, like it's I just love being able to do this on my own terms. I feel like in this game, when you've been in it, this long, you can quite easily not control these situations, and your departure, can be forced sometimes. So, for me to be able to have complete control over this, knowing that there was something there for me to play on next year, but I've made the decision not to. Like I can take a lot in that.
Finally, from me, I know you've got two young children. they understand that Dad's finishing up with him?
Nah, I haven't even told them. I want them to think I'm that cool dad for a little longer yet, so I'll hold off on that.
Was there one particular moment that made you wind up?
Mate, I've answered these questions, mate. You've got to check the podcast, baby. Come on, bro. Hey, you haven't subscribed yet, eh? Come on, lad. No, I've known for a little while, and I've probably joked about it a fair bit, and it's been real lighthearted. But I mean, to be honest, if you're joking about it, it's stemming from somewhere, So I've started to feel this way, But I sort of said it was probably the real sort of penny drop moment was probably when I received the offer from the club. They came through and gave me everything I wanted, and it probably didn't hit home how it should have, or how previous contracts have in the past. And that was a bit of a point for me where I was like, man, I'm not just going to sign a contract here to pick up, a paycheck. There's something here that I need to think about, and I need to figure out. So that, if I'm being honest, that moment sucked because, again, if you told the kid before I'd walked through the doors that at 33 you're going to be turning down a contract, you would have told him, shut up, sign the thing, and do what you love. So all these conversations, all these thoughts, they've happened in the background, they've happened in my head time and time again, but it still led me to make this decision.
Apologies if this has been asked already.
Oh, here we go, mate.
Your enjoyment on the field, can you just, this season, how does it compare?
Nah, obviously when you're not winning and you're not healthy, I won't lie, it has been tough at times. But even in the weekend, coming back into the side, running out, it's still just such a buzz, and it's still very much not lost on me that, this is crazy that I get to do this and experience this, and I still have that little kid in me where I'm like, bro, this is me, running out. So I'm obviously, I've made this decision, but it's not because there's no love there for the game or, it's none of that.
You also done a lot for the Warriors, but the Kiwis as well, you've had a great career for them. Does that mean a lot that you've achieved for them over the years?
Yeah, it does. It's a little bit different, speaking about the Kiwis, because I haven't been in that environment for a handful of years now. But, man, when Stace got the head coaching gig, there was a bit of me that was like, oh, man, that'd be a dream to be able to play for the Kiwis under Stace, So, that jersey is the one I hold in the most high regard, and I loved every minute of wearing that jersey, and representing our country. So, hopefully it's a space I can be a part of down the track. Obviously in a different role, but I feel like there's some massive strides there that I guess that jersey can make in this country.
And you played time at the Sharks, particularly on a decision you could be playing for the Tigers right at this moment. Does it mean a lot that you're retiring as a Warrior?
Oh, I wouldn't want it any other way. And everything it just shows you everything happens for a reason, eh? And coming back to the club, Mark Robinson, Cam George, giving me an opportunity to come home and just be in front of my family, play for the club. That just means so much to me. It's the best way I could possibly picture this to finish. So very happy with that. No, I'm not going to be a head coach. There's no way. But I think there's a role here at the club. Well, I hope there is. Cam, if you're watching this. And I think there's a similar one, with the Kiwis as well. When I came through all my age groups, I didn't have a specialist coach to help me learn my position. And there was probably only one player that could have maybe done it, which was probably Stacey, or Benji was still playing. So, someone that's I can listen to that I've seen on the telly, knowing that they've done the reps and knowing that they've been at that highest level. You can coach a coach locally, to go and teach the kids, but it carries more weight if it's coming from someone that has been in the arena and done it in those moments. And I feel like there's a role here, and I don't want to walk away from that because I think been able to give those experiences back to, our kids coming through our, we've got 7 teams here next year, through our Pathways programs, been able to get, our young spine members thinking like first graders, like why not, and start moulding them, and then keeping local talent here. Don't let them go to Melbourne or Penrith or somewhere else, and then we've got to pay freaking millions to try to get them back, like let's grow them here, let's nurture them here, and I think I can help out with that. Oh, they're not. I feel like they're not coming through. I'll correct you on that. I feel like they're established first graders, and that we've all made each other better players through competition. We've seen the way Tamai's played this year. Luke had a great start to the season. Chanel coming back in, like just getting better every week. So I've loved working with them, and it definitely hasn't been my jersey to hand down to them now. It's a jersey that we all compete for, and we all, want to put our hands up and be able to deliver in. So I know Lukey Metcalf in particular can't wait to be that guy out there when he needs to kick the winning drop goal to win the game for the club. And I'm excited to see him step into that role and do that. So, really exciting times for the club.
With the decision now being announced, I guess what will the next 4 weeks mean to you or potentially beyond?
Yeah, it's a bit of a, like even today at training, I'm sort of torn between just enjoy it, but then also like there's that competitive bug in me that like I just know I still want to just tick every box to give myself the best chance and us the best chance at winning. So there's still hard work to be done, and like we're certainly not giving up. I'm not giving up, and getting this sort of announcement off my chest allows me just to focus on that now. So bro, obviously it's got to be an aspect of just enjoying it, taking it all in. Like, if I get to play this weekend, going up to Suncorp, like it's going to be my last time, probably playing up there. So just bits and pieces like that. Yeah, it's going to be a special sort of month of footy or so.
Any memories that stand out over the time, Shaun, that
Okay, the podcast, come on, play on, get on it. What did I mean, there's a few. I remember, like, it's not an individual moment, but the game we played out here against Newcastle last year in that final, that's going to be pretty hard to forget anytime soon. I think just obviously the occasion of the game and how well we played that night, walking around the stadium after and the fans just going crazy, like that's kind of like the memory I'm going to hold on to. Yeah.
My apologies, I also haven't subscribed to the podcast.
Be better.
I've watched a couple of your older videos of you snatching some souls.
Okay.
Footwork in the past. Are there any ankles that you're most proud of breaking over your career?
Oh man, that's not on the. That's a good question. Where are you from? Oh, yeah, Craig as well. Okay. Is there anyone that stands out to me of ankles? And I say this respectfully. I say this with the utmost respect. There was that try I had out here. I got Cam Smith. I don't know if you guys know him. Yeah. I got Cam Smith did a nice little ride, and then I got through, and then I gave Munster the little goosey. So that one, I don't know why. That one to me is my favourite. Like I get asked similar questions, a lot, but that one stands out.
Well, it's true that Kelly said you're going to go to Vegas next year, which is why you have to mention.
No, it's funny. There is some truth. Nah, but I can guarantee you I will be in Vegas next year to start the season in some capacity. I don't care. I'm a hand in the CV all over to try to get on that plane ride. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.